If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's free. Second, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. ANCHOR.fm.
3, 2, 1. Conor McGregor's back. Ikaw, napanood mo ba?
So what? How can you not watch a 40-second fight? I watched the whole what do you call that? Yung UFC
Fight card.
Preparation.
Yung embedded or yung
embedded? I watched it.
They have embedded. They have countdown.
Yung countdown. Yun.
I watch the countdown.
I always watch the countdown and the embedded. But when my friends ask me who will win, this is what I always say. But you have a emotional choice.
Oh, meron.
And you have yung objective choice. Walang objective mo talaga, Conor. For me.
Ako nga sinabi ko, first 3 rounds, Conor. Anything beyond that?
Sorry po, yung sa shawarma, yung rice place, sir, balik. Hindi po siya pasok balik na wala. Beef na lang available.
Sige.
Kay sir na po yung
Okay, sure. Sure, beef.
Beef na lang.
Okay na yan.
Turmeric din po.
Sarap.
Anyway.
Ano yun? Tawag dito. Sabi ko, first 3 rounds, Conor. Tapos huli.
Actually,
anything beyond that, Cowboy. Pero alam mo, this is my problem with Cowboy. Parang he doesn't show up during big fights.
That's
Diba? Every title bout ni Cowboy, he always loses. Diba? Every title bout, or every title shot, or every fight that would lead to a title shot, he will always mess it up. And then, during title shots, he doesn't show up. Parang may Cowboy complex na ganun eh. Napansin ko yun eh, di ba?
I think it's just because he just wanted or wants to fight all the time. Doesn't really care much about titles.
Kaya medyo ang pangit ng performance niya palagi. Like for this one, bro mo 40 seconds.
But yung game niya kasi, it's always been the same. Okay? He has a mid-tier wrestling.
That's
like
true.
I said sa inyo before, even Perry took him down.
Mike Perry, no?
Oh, di ba? Took him down. The only way he won was through armbar from guard.
From the guard.
Yun yung strength niya. Okay? And then, from striking, yes, his head kicks, but his punches compared to other elite strikers,
Wala.
His hands are almost always all over the place. You'll see, pag lumalapit siya, umiikot yung kamay niya. It goes around,
Totoo.
going forward. So that's
Every
not
time I
really,
watch him,
diba?
ginagawa niya nga yun. Oh.
And for a traditional or a really a strict striker, na coach, medyo you always want your fighter to have his hands up.
Wala rin siya halos camp. Parang he owns his own camp.
Yung
Parang
BMF.
BMF na siya eh. Parang siyang BJ Penn complex na siya ngayon. May sarili siyang camp. He picks his own coach. Parang nasa saturate yung training. So, siya nag-handle ng training, walang nag-guide sa kanya. Yun yung nangyayari sa career ni Cowboy ngayon. That's what's happening to Cowboy right now.
Pero who would fault him for doing that? He has all the money in the world already.
Exactly.
Medyo, just like, I guess
Conor's the same.
Really
he handles his own camp.
Yeah, I really can't say also na, but from my point of view, baka he just really wants to fight. Regardless if he
manalo or matalo.
Kasi sometimes he says it eh. Whether I win or I lose, I come in to fight, you'll have a good fight. So yun lang, you just all out, 'di ba? But for us na matagal na sa MMA, that shoulder strike has been there
Ever since.
I remember vividly, I was talking to Thomas earlier. So I remember vividly Sensei Alvin teaching me that. So sabi ko, bugoy na bugoy pa ako noon. But syempre, what's nice about that is Conor brought in casual eyes. And people saw it. And then yun nga, as what Connor said, people will now say, I only have left hand. And now, they will say, I only have left shoulders.
Left shoulder.
Diba? But it's always been there. And yun nga, nag-clinch ka agad si Cowboy.
Puta, grabe.
Khabib wasn't able to take down Conor at will during the first 2 rounds. Not with ease. He was
Conor
able
to go up,
but,
to go back up.
Yeah, diba? So for us to expect Cowboy to take down Conor in the first few rounds, that's really next to impossible for me.
Poor game plan. Sayang nga lang, sayang. I wanted Cowboy to win, but I also know na early rounds talaga. Kasi Conor has really good timing. Conor's really good timing. He can weed out tendencies right off the bat. Like feeling ko first 30 seconds, first 10-20 seconds, makukuha niya yung timing niya sa'yo. Then he has the range, he goes for the shot, then it's either he will set it up again, pero this time nga, Cowboy went for the clinch. So when Cowboy went for the clinch, he just, kumbaga, may baon pala si Conor nun. May baon siya nun.
He was ready. You can see it in his shoulders actually na he was prepared to grapple. Kasi strikers will have a leaner shoulders.
Thank you, ate.
But grapplers or wrestlers will usually have those rounded, bulky shoulders.
He was ready.
Diba?
He was ready.
Parang ano yan old school na style na Wanderlei Silva versus Ricardo Arona.
Arona.
So, first fight,
yun,
ano yun?
Arona,
Pride pa yun.
Pride days pa yun.
Their first fight, unanimous decision went to Arona because of wrestling. You can see the second fight, Wanderlei Silva was able to stop most, if not all, of the takedown of Ricardo. And you can see the difference sa shoulders. So, alam mo, nag-prepare siya sa clinching.
Ako nga, may weird feeling ako. Sabi ko, parang I really thought Conor was ready to grapple. Like, for some weird reason, I saw that, I kind of felt na, parang okay, I think he's not gonna go toe-to-toe with Cowboy in terms of combinations and speed. So, feeling ko lang na the next best thing for him or the next best tactic for him was to grapple with Cowboy. Either he's gonna go for the clinch or he's gonna bring him to the ground. Yun yung pinaka din Pero ang bilis, 40 seconds.
Pero ano sa tingin mo? I think he's doing that because of he's preparing for
Khabib.
Next battle.
Khabib.
Whether it's Khabib or sino to? Si
Masvidal?
Usman. Diba? Either Usman, you can go also with kasi kay Street Jesus. Alam mo, striking yun But with, alam mo, sa dalawang champion, you will go up against top wrestlers.
Feeling ko talaga, they're gonna milk the second rematch first. So it's gonna be either Khabib. Okay, you're gonna go against Khabib at 155. And then, he'll probably go up to 170 again. Kasi, gusto niya mag number 3 with Nate Diaz Nate Diaz na
money fights na.
Money fight na talaga I mean, it's smart for Conor. Conor is doing it the right way. He's going for money fights. He doesn't have to look for legacy fights na. Mayaman na siya
Yeah, not even with UFC alone. He has Mayweather too. And he even has Manny Pacquiao on the table.
Manny Pacquiao option.
There's after the fight, Mayweather posted a poster teaser. Mayweather McGregor
too.
But Pacquiao also posted on his Twitter the Notorious in all caps.
Diba?
So everyone is just
Riding on the trend.
It is, but you as a champion already, you really have nothing to prove. It makes
Money
more
fights.
sense for you to have money fight.
Money fights.
It's motivating kasi, you've won so much titles already. You really have nothing to prove. Sometimes you just wanna, it's not just even the money, you just wanna say na, I'm still the shit. Yun lang yun Hindi kasi after winning so, you can be champion just for so long sometimes pag nawala na rin yung motivation mo, you'll look for another motivation eh. It's just human nature.
Tsaka money fights na talaga dapat.
Oo. Kasi you've paid your dues already eh. So, it makes more sense also. It's for them and especially for us fanboys.
Oo.
Diba?
It makes for pay-per-view fights.
With Mayweather and Conor, might go the same way, but it'll be a better Conor for sure. People will still watch. The odds will still be with Floyd, but with Pacquiao, well, there's a good chance Pacquiao will just really go toe-to-toe with him. The problem there is...
Pwedeng ma-knockout si Pacquiao.
Exactly. Conor is a counter-puncher. Yun yung, si Pacquiao usually may problema sa mga counter-puncher. Lalo na sa... And Conor is a big guy. So... You'll have a size advantage kay Pacquiao and even reach advantage.
Mahaba si Conor, mahaba.
He has longer reach than Cowboy.
Diba?
Even though Cowboy is taller than him.
Wide
Check
shoulders,
natin
longer
yung
arms. Reach ni Conor. Diba?
74 yata reach niya eh.
Wow.
Check natin yung kay Pacquiao.
Hindi,
Arms.
ano yun eh, arms eh, di ba? Ano ba ang reach? Di ba ang reach arms?
Arms.
Ano yan?
74 nga siya for 5'9".
Pwede yung shawarma.
Si Pacquiao,
5'6" si Pacquiao, diba?
Sakto, kumakain kami uli. Masarap mag-podcast habang kumakain.
Pangit naman.
Na-conscious.
5'5" lang si Pacquiao with a reach of 67. That's a really huge discrepancy.
Sobrang layo.
Tsaka yung style ni Conor, sa good, medyo yung stance niya is karate style is amateur boxer style eh. Parang Floyd Mayweather eh. Na there's 60% of his weight is going towards the back.
Yeah.
While 40% is on the front.
Front.
So, kahit ibaba niya yung kamay niya, safer compared to others na nasa harapan yung weight nila. So, yung face nila mas malapit sa opponent nila. Diba?
Sports science.
Just, ano siya? Geometry. Kasi it's about distance eh. And angles pag striking.
Pero maganda dyan ito. Origin story ni Prof.
Yan! Yan!
Origin
Parang
story
ano,
ni Prof.
parang
Excited.
Avengers eh, no? Alam, kakain muna ako.
Sige, okay lang yan. Okay lang. Hindi naman masyadong naririnig to. Bumunguya tayo.
Kaya ako may extra kasi gusto ko may extra.
Ayan. Actually, when a lot of people ask me na, okay, have Richard on board. Sabi ko, yeah, of course, it's gonna be, I'm always gonna have a lot of episodes with Richard. And everyone said na they want to know the origin story. Origin story.
When I was a wee lad.
Diba?
Like,
Like from being a fan to actually training. Parang what led to
I didn't know
where?
my parents.
Huh?
I didn't know my parents. I was left in a monastery. Grabe, no? So I searched the globe for my family. While I was doing that, a lot of people were bullying me. So I had to turn to this Chinese monk.
Kaya pala yung mga fights mo laging kalmo ka.
They showed me the secret way.
Yaon.
Ano yan?
Uy, solid yan ah. Grabe yan ah.
Beef shawarma po with turmeric rice. Ito yun. Taga-ibang gym to eh.
Si Noel tsaka si Mia from AIC.
Si Mia, taga-AIC.
Hindi ko kilala si Mia.
Kala ko ibang
Girlfriend ni
Noel.
Kala ko ibang team siya.
Hindi. Kamukha niya si this other lady from Quezon City.
Oo. Yun ang
Si
sinasabi.
Ancheta? Angeli? Yeah.
Game origin story.
Wait lang, sarap ng food.
Masarap dito ah. Ano ang pangalan
Good place. This is Kite.
Kite.
At Poblacion.
Kite Poblacion. Good
Say,
Mediterranean food.
food.
Pretty good. Very good place.
Open sila every...
Grabe, ang sarap nito.
Tawama.
Sarap.
Good call ba? Good call.
Good cool.
Kasi si prof kanya tuturo yung isang Mediterranean place pero parang so okay itong either
Maganda yung ambience
we're
ito.
at Lobo or Kite.
Lobo kasi naman Filipino food.
I wanna call it Lobo.
Pero may same owner lang dito.
Same owner lang ba ito?
May bridge yun sa taas.
Ayun naman pala eh. Sarap yung food.
Yan yung salsa place, oh.
Oo. Okay nga yan. Masarap nga yan. Masarap.
Masarap yung salsa.
Okay dyan. Hindi na kami ni Pat dyan before.
Sarap yung sauce nila.
Bumukbang ka na yung dapat.
Ha?
Ayaw ko magmukbang.
Mm.
Yung video mo habang kinakain, habang kumakain ka.
So for everyone who's listening, I don't have Instagram. So, yep, I'm that old guy,
Pero na Facebook and
caveman.
Twitter naman.
But now I'm in digital detox mode. Couldn't care less about what's happening around me.
So pag digital detox, as in wala talaga.
Minsan puta hindi ako sumasagot ng mga messages. I guess it's a sort of a PTSD thing for me since coming from a company, not the recent one but previous one, medyo you have to be holding your phone all the time. 24/7. When there's a call, you have to answer. There was a time that I left my power bank at home. Then I had to have dinner somewhere else with my friends. Didn't have power bank. Our boss called me up. The phone died. I don't have a cable. I don't have a car charger at that time. So when I got to the restaurant, it's a weekend, so the traffic was like hell. Got there after an hour or two. Then I called him up after charging, told him what's up. He was fuming mad at me. It was on a Friday. So we had a meeting on a Saturday. I had to treat them at open pa before yung Mandarin. So I had to treat them to a buffet lunch at Mandarin because of not replying. I wasn't able to call him right off the bat when my phone died. So kind of hated it.
Medyo walang iya yung boss na
What
What a boss.
But
What a
you know,
boss.
I'm grateful for him. But again, it's one of those things
Experiences you don't wanna...
na minsan ayoko nang pag may nag-message, fuck that shit. Okay. Go to...
Origin story.
Okay. It's the story is simple. Just like with Sensei Alvin. He saw a lot of kung fu, Chinese movie.
Uncensored podcast pala to ha. Mga triggered, di kayo pwedeng makinig. Huwag kayo makinig pag triggered kayo.
So, I grew up watching kung fu movies, ninja movies, Shaolin movies. Di ba yun yung mga uso dati? Yung,
lalo na yung pag Sunday sa sa ABS-CBN.
Oh,
Yung Sunday morning, yung mga, wala namang subtitle. Kahit yung
Once upon a time
subtitle,
in China.
kahit yung subtitle, Chinese, di
Oo.
mo na naiintindihan.
Tapos sobrang, hindi, yung Chinese dub movies, yung mga classic na hindi sumusunod talaga yung bibig eh. So, I grew up with those kind of movies, but our family really consisted mainly of girls. So my dad works abroad. I'm left with my mom, with my older sister, and my older cousins na mga babae. So dati bibihisan pa nila ako ng pagbabae. Yung 90s noon na brown out, panahon ni Cory. Putik, walang magawa. Naka-skirt ako, mini-makeupan ako.
Oh, no.
So, but with my dad, he loves boxing. He does weapons. Yung tito ko from my mom's side, kumukha ni Jackie Chan. He loved Jackie Chan movies. So, back then, pag nag-karate ako, kung fu ako, I'll be able to run up walls, run up trees.
Parang stunt master ko.
Oh, tapos, you like those shurikens, mga ninja throwing stars. So I joined Kung Fu and Taekwondo when I was 7 years old. But it lasted only for 6 months. So dali lang. I learned some basic mga hand grips, mga striking, kata, kicks.
Marami, kata-based talaga.
Oh, but
lalo na taekwondo before.
It wasn't really a thing. Basketball ang thing talaga for most male Filipinos.
Nag-basketball ka rin, bro?
Oh, nag-Milo pa nga ako eh, unfortunately.
Nag-Milo best pro.
Technical? Bilis naman ako, but I never really grew in team sports kasi takot ako magkamali. In team sports, kakamali ka, pwede ka masisi. I've never liked that feeling. Nag-Milo best ako para just to be competitive din sa mga batchmates ko, but
friends.
Other than that, I never really liked playing basketball or team sports kasi yun nga, nung high school ako, nag-football ako. Pag naglalaro ko ng football, pag nagkamali ako, nasisigawan ako, namumura ako nun. I remember those people. And I never really liked it, bearing the brunt of the anger of the team.
Kasi
Kamali ka.
pag team sport mostly, sisihan.
I really love sports. I tumatakbo ako. I love yan. What's this? Playing basketball with my friends. Siyempre, nandiyan yung mga lapitin. Pag sa bahay nila, yon, no holds barred yun. Kahit corny ako maglaro doon, tawanan yun. Pero competitive kami. We used to play in Magallanes.
Oh, yeah.
Yun, competitive kami doon until we weren't.
Until we
Mga
were.
bata na yung mga kalaro namin. But come high school, I was with in a small group with sila Jason Lapitan. Jason invited me to join Yaoyan kasi si Joey Yaoyan.
Nag-Yaoyan pala si Joey.
Yaoyan si Joey.
Yaoyan is sa
Sayaw.
Filipino martial arts. It's short for Sayaw
Sayaw ng kamatayan. Sa kickboxing art.
Ano ba yung bakbakan?
No,
Iba pa yun,
bakbakan
iba pa
is
yun.
from sila Topher at saka Ronnie Ricketts.
Sorry. Ano yun?
Yeah.
Iba pa yun.
So, it's a Filipino, like what Prof. Franco said, it's a Filipino martial arts na kickboxing. I guess we can say yung style nila is medyo patterned sa Muay Thai. They're using their shins to kick. Ang very famous nilang banana, yung kick bag nila wrapped in a tree bark with
Baka ata.
na may resin. Talagang masakit talaga sa shins. So, Joey joined. At that time, high school kami. I remember 5,000 yung lifetime membership. It was expensive for us. and my mom didn't want me to join kickboxing. Ano daw gagawin ko doon? But then, when we were in third year high school, we wanted to join jiu-jitsu. Yun na, lumabas na yung mga... Third year high school, we were in... this was in 97. Okay. Tapos, lumalabas na, madami na mga VHS no ng UFC 1, UFC 2, UFC 3.
Classic.
Beaches pa.
Kilala na si Royce Gracie, meron ng...
Sina Shamrock po ba to?
Sila kaya Shamrock
yes.
po to. Lions Den.
Tagal po yun.
Lions Den.
And then you have I forgot the name of the store, the martial arts store in Green Hills. We used to go there. There are bootleg VHS of different jiu-jitsu stylists. You have Kazeka Muniz. You have Gracie in action.
You have Craig Krupuk ba yan?
Yung mga ganon. And then dun mo lang din makikita yung mga Black Belt magazine that time. Because it wasn't in film bars. It wasn't in magazine stand.
Jiu-Jitsu Mag, tsaka Black Belt magazine ata yun. Those were like the early introduction to
So, Joey now wanted to join. Tapos sabi sa akin ni Jason, gusto ko daw sumali. So, yung barkada naman namin sumali. Joey went to the house of Miles Villacampa, the head of Pasukan Labanan. According to him, tulog daw si Miles that time, so he wasn't able to talk to him. But meron kaming isang...
Napaka-specific.
Tulog siya. Basta he wasn't able to talk to Miles. Meron siyang, I don't know, meron pang isang kaming kakausapin, si Joey. Si Sensei Rico Santiago. He's a black belt in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. And a Muay Thai fighter from Canada. Okay. Kapatid yun eh. Tapos, doon kami napunta. And our gym used to be at Alimol, Cubao.
Wow.
Alimol, Cubao. So, after classes, Tuesday, Thursday yun.
Such Tito places. Okay.
Diba? After class, I'll go home now with Jason, Jerome, and Joey, and JP. Sa bahay nila sa Quezon City. Then after that, kasi you're out by 3:45, 3:30.
Okay na ako.
Then, we'll wait until mga 6:30. They'll drive to Alimol.
Sama ko.
Train na kami doon. Open studio yon. Then, yun yung first time that I started training.
So this was hindi. So Yaoyan ba to?
Hindi kami natuloy sa Yaoyan because yun nga, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, parang, if I remember correctly, 750 pesos per month lang yata.
So anong curriculum nun?
It's a Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. So may grappling. So mix kami nun. I really like striking. Tapos tuturo sa amin yung Muay Thai, yung walk niya, yung tiger walk. Hands up, tapos you're sliding your feet on the floor. So may paltos kami sa toes namin nun, Jason. I was 15. I was 15. So, yun yung gusto ko kasi striking ang gusto ko eh. Kung Fu, karate, yun yung yun yung parang nakikita mo eh.
Striking arts yung pinaka-popular nun eh.
And I remember one time, siguro after a month of training or first time ko mag-sparring ng MMA. So on the way to the gym, sabi ko sa kanila, yung kalaban ko, payat na matangkad, parang Thomas. For those who don't know who Thomas is our 22-year-old teammate at Def Doc Rockwell, who's whatever we feed him, he looks like Hector of Coco. And whatever we feed him, his weight stays at 49 kilograms. Okay, so he's a tall, lanky man. So parang ganun yung kalaban ko. So I told him, pag natalo ako nitong guy na to, papakamatay ako. That guy got me in guillotine choke under a minute. So, tap ako. He got me. As in, 30-40 seconds.
Malinis, guillotine.
Guillotine. As in, puta, pagpasok ko, guillotine. jump guard siya.
Tapos,
Hindi ko na alam gagawin ko. I wanted to strike, but nothing happened. Wala. So, on the way home, si Jason niloko na, pakamatay ka na, gago. Pakamatay ka na. Pakamatay ka na. So, that's when I started loving jiu-jitsu na parang, fucking it's effective, man. Tapos, medyo sporadic yung training namin kasi yung busy din yung sensei namin nun. And, syempre, pag bata ka, pag may gimmick, mas gusto mo rin yun minsan. But we used to train every time we can. The Lipitans have their own mats ever since. So we used to roll with our barkada. So gulpi yan. Ako parati nagugulpi nun kasi I'm one of the smallest. Even now naman I'm one of the smallest in our barkada and even in the FTAC. So kawawa talaga ako nun. Sipag lang ako mag-train, sipag, tuloy-tuloy lang. Come college, I joined the judo varsity team ng Lasal sa De La Salle. So we were able to train under Coach Amisola. And natuwa si Coach Amisola nun sa grappling, I'd say kay Jason, hindi siguro sa akin. Malamang kay Jason. Medyo enough lang yung akin. So he asked us to train with him na kami tatlo lang. So ang training namin sa judo was about 5:30 siguro in the morning before our class. So 5:30 to 6:30 1 hour training para pwede ka mag-prepare for your 7 a.m. class. We'll train at around 4:40 or 5 just to do ground techniques. So sharing kami nung umaga. So this black belt in judo was training with us. Jiu-jitsu white belts.
Pero judo talaga yung...
Judo talaga siya. Itong coach namin, pag tayo, humiga ka na lang. Ganun yung level niya. And if you tried standing up with him, you'll have frequent flyer miles. You'll see your feet. You'll see the ceiling all the time. I'm telling you, that guy. But pagdating sa ground,
yun yung problema niya.
Siyempre may galaw kami. Mas may galaw si Jason. So kaya lang medyo parang sabit. So what we did usually back then was either I'll sleep at Jason's place or Jason will sleep at my place. So mukha kaming tanga nun kasi wala kaming ginawa dun kundi mag-training. So after a year, si Jason nag-shift na ng course. So, puro kami training. At ayaw niya rin yung course na yun. After a year, yung parents ko, hindi na ako in-enroll sa Lasal. Kasi daw, perfect attendance daw ako sa judo. Pero yung 7 a.m. class ko binagsak ko daw kasi hindi ako pumapasok. Eh, may professor din was so nice. Sabi niya, sige, pasa ka lang ng special project. Mukhang okay ka naman eh. Ayoko rin yung special project. Fuck that shit! No! Training lang ako. So, train, but then we joined Sarian also. So, back then, you will only be invited to train with Alvin sa BF gym.
Sa bahay niya nun.
Hindi pa. May old gym sa BF
DNK
dati.
pa ba to?
Hindi pa DNK, KKK pa.
KKK,
There's this house ng friend niya. Sa likuran nun, merong isang open house lang. Para siyang isang malaking studio house na merong toilet, tapos jalousies all around na lang. So, para kami invite doon, kailangan mag-perform ka well sa
normal class.
Sa jiu-jitsu sa Lasal.
By invitation.
By invite. Ituturo sa amin sa Lasal si Inigo, Carlo Blanco, and si Miko Yaptinchay.
Kapatid
Ni Prof. Joel and ni Miko Yap. Siya yung
nag-cross-train siya before.
siya yung younger brother ni Joel and older brother ni Miko. Takot na takot kami sa lahat sa kanya. Kay Yaptinchay nga. So train kami. Bakbakad kami doon parate. I was able to hang with the older guys naman doon. But it's because of Joey that we were invited at Alvin's place or the Sarian Gym.
Kasi si Prof. Joey.
Kasi si Joey, time, ano na siya
Senior na ata si Joey na.
magaling, athletic, malakas. So, pagdating niya doon, parang kumbaga, no one can tap him in Lasal. So, in-invite siya. So, pagdating doon, yun na, saya niya, ang dami niya kinikwento, grabe, ang daming iba yung technique ni Alvin, grabe. Parang mind-blown talaga si Joey that time. So, isa-isa kami pumunta noon. Hindi, sabay kami ni Jerome, Jason, and myself. So, si Joey, and then the three of us. But that time, si Joey, tsaka si Jason, tsaka si Jerome, hindi muna nag-train. Nanood lang silang dalawa.
Okay.
So, kaming dalawa lang muna ni Joey. Pero si Joey, parang nandun na, nag-train na nauna ng months sa amin. A month or two. And then, sabi ko, kaya ko dito. I can hang with these guys kung kaya kong sa Lasal. So, yung una kong kalaban, Lanky din, Marta Thomas ulit. Tagal namin, parang 15-20 minutes kami nag-roll. Back then, there's no
Walang time
limit. When
Hanggang
you
ngayon,
train,
when you train in
dapat
Banff, walang time
five rolls kayo, regardless of the time limit. Nahuli niya ako sa armbar from the guard. Okay, so okay lang. Sige. Tagal ng laro namin. Yung next kong kalaro, si Chris Luna. Sobrang classic nun. When I rolled with him, sobrang sandali lang. He got my back, I tap. Masama nun, he did not let go. Rear naked choke.
Holy shit, di ko binitawan.
Hindi ako binitawan nun.
So tulog ka.
Then, pero nagwawala talaga ako. Nagtatap talaga ako ng sobrang frantically as in, oh my God, let me go. The moment, maybe the angel dawned on him na parang, sige, let go of Richard. It's not yet his time. Nasa corner si Jerome tsaka si Jason, crawled towards them. Sabi ko, putang ina, hindi na ako babalik dito. I will never go back here. People here are so, para sabi ko, so brutal. Grabe, sin parang,
Sa Banff na to, di ba?
hindi,
wala
sa
pa.
old school, sa
Old school pa
KKK,
to.
sa Old Sarian Gym.
BF pa rin niya kay Pato nun.
Ito yung formation pa ng Team Raw Fury. Tapos, grabe, sin, medyo clannish talaga kasi for you to be invited. But I went back. Sige, I went back.
Mabalik ka pa rin.
Spicy chicken.
Oh.
You'd be surprised. Sila Joey, Jerome, si Jason, si Fritz Rodriguez, Professor Fritz Rodriguez. They all live in Quezon City.
QC pa sila.
We train every day. And back then, when we train every day, that's Mondays to Friday, you never knew when the MMA class will be. Alvin will just show up. MMA tayo today. So ikaw, hindi mo pwedeng schedule yung kailangan ka mag-absent. MMA tomorrow, absent ako. So lahat kami forced to do MMA. We really strike. But back then, dahil I live nearby, and at that time, I'm broken-hearted. So, train ako.
Pang motivation
Oo.
talaga.
Ano pala timeline nito, bro?
Ano na to? 99-2000.
Anong year ka? Second year?
First year college ako noon. So, nagsistay ako sa gym. Kasi after usually ng Gracie Jiu-Jitsu class ni Alves, usually darating sila Baste, sila Sixto. They will exchange ideas. Sila Darwin, yung old original referee. Nandoon pa sila yung mga old school sarian. Grabe, and then I remember, ano ko nun, fly on the wall. Hindi pa nila ako kilala nun. Oh, ito. Ako yung dummy nila. Si Alvin, I remember, he loved sparring with me in boxing kasi hindi ako mag-headgear o tanggalin ko yung headgear ko. Tapos bugbog na ako, hindi ako babagsak. So, tutuwa siya nun sa akin. Tapos, sapakin lang niya ako tuloy-tuloy. Tapos, hindi ako babagsak. Pero, I can see stars already. And wala na. Ano na ako noon. Kumbaga, I was out of the fight, but I will not go down. Kasi, syempre, nandoon yung mga...
Hindi, si Alves, masakit sumuntok si Alves.
Kasi, most people don't know since he can really knock out a heavyweight.
Yeah.
So, syempre, I know he's holding back also kasi I'm a small dude. I'm a student, but kumbaga parang I really love watching their techniques. And I'm really learning from those who know. Diba? Sila Sixto, sila Baste. Just sharing their weapons. Tapos nanonood lang ako. Tuntua ako nun. Tapos mag-wrestling sila. Kung sino-sino dumadating. Doon lang. As in, all martial arts talk. And it will go all the way till 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Really. Tapos uwi na ako.
Gym talaga.
Oo. Sobrang fun pa nun kasi that time yung gym na yon, yung ginagamit pa siya for dogfighting every Sunday. So every Monday, amoy aso yung gym namin. Tapos we used to have fights there. May mga next time na yung mga street fights ko na doon dinala na we used to matatapon sila sa jealousies. But then I got my first start in fighting underground MMA during an MMA meet. So we used to hold in that gym, we used to hold an MMA meet na we invite professional fighters, boxers, kickboxers, whatnot. Tapos
Parang it was the Pinoy version of the Gracie Challenge.
Correct. So there's an entrance, 200 pesos.
Anyone was welcome.
Yes, everyone's welcome.
Kala ko, by invitation.
Yung 200 pesos na yun is just for entrance, for you to drink, to watch and drink. So it's just a shitty mats na pag inapakan mo, medyo nag-step forward ka, maghihiwalay na sila. Those were the mats back then, made from canvas.
Canvas inside,
foam
parang
wrapped
Uratex foam.
by Uratex foam wrapped by canvas. Tapos you just place them all beside each other. Now, I think it's Friday. It was a Friday, so I watched. There were a lot of fights, but there were 3 boxers, professional boxers. One was against Joey. One was against Chuck. Then yung isang boxer, hindi dumating yung kalaban niya.
So wala.
So nilapitan ako na I think it was Willie. Si Willie, si Francis yata, basta kung hindi ko maalala ko si Dugong o si Willie. Nilapitan ako, sabi, "Do you have your stuff in your car?" I said, "Yes, why? You wanna fight?" So kalaban ko, tinuro sa akin. Bata ako nito.
Matangkad eh.
Kalaban ko, parang Pro Franco na medyo bulkier pa.
Hindi,
na
dito
boksingero.
parang one.
Tsaka payatot ako eh. Pero, tiwala ako sa jiu-jitsu, sa Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So, sige. But I asked them, pag sumali ako, babalik niyo ba yung 200 pesos ko? Tsaka pwede ako minom after? Oh, okay. So, went out. In the JP, went out, got my bag, changed into my canvas gi na galing dun sa Green Hills.
May video to.
So, nauna si Joey. I think si Joey yata tapos si Chuck. Pero we're in between. Kami yung kumbaga parang
MMA na talaga.
mga pro MMA. Parang
undercard sila na.
parang kami yung madaming fights na mga amateur. Tapos biglang kami yung merong pro. Tapos few, mga 3-2, tapos biglang pro. Parang ganon.
Pakailan ba yun?
O si Joey ba o si Dave? Pero nakasabay ko rin si Joey eh. O si David yata, si David Dikia. Si David Dikia nga yata yung nauna. Tapos si Chuck. Panalo si Dave. Panalo si Chuck. Tapos, sorry, nagulan ako kung si Dave or si Joey. Pero, basta may nauna, tapos si Chuck. Si Chuck nanalo in less than or a minute. Head kick. Sobrang galing. Kasi parang, wow. Tulog. Nasalubong ng boxer yung sipa, taekwondo si Chuck. It's a really good fight. Tapos yung isa, takedown agad, submitted the boxer. Tapos laban ko na.
Ayan na.
So medyo okay lang. Pero alam ko na, I knew back then that I will not strike with this guy. He's a professional boxer from Ilorde. All three of them came from Elorde. So,
Parang niya kailangan din yun. Diba?
oh. And then, back then, it was really the Hoist Gracie style. Push kick, then shoot in. Push kick.
Oh.
But, my wrestling back then was mediocre at best. And really, medyo non-existent yung wrestling ko. Push kick, shot in, pull guard. So, pull guard. In less than a minute, I got him in an armbar.
Armbar from guard yun.
From guard. He lifted me up. Slammed me.
Naka-boxing gloves pa ata.
Oh, naka-boxing gloves kami noon. So, slam me, bag! Slam me, bag! So, let go. So, nakatayo siya. So, okay lang. Tayo ulit ako. Okay lang. Nakuha ko siya. Makukuha ko siya ulit. Okay. What they're wearing is only boxing shorts and boxing gloves.
Kayo naka-gi.
I don't remember kung naka-boxing shoes siya noon. Pero ako naka-gi ako noon. Tapos boxing gloves lang. Second time, push kick, shot in. Ganyan naman. Sandali lang, na-armbar ko. Lifted me up, slammed me. At this time, sa guard lang siya. Ginugulpi na ako. And was punching, he was really raining down blows from the top. At that time, yung grip ko nawawala na, medyo nagpapanik na ako, yung mga tao maingay na. So, the only thing that I remembered back then was, I will not lose in front of my friends. It was only pride. Pride lang talaga that really carried me forward. So, while it was raining blows, I swept him. Basta I ended up on mount. I don't remember if I swept him or off from a takedown again. Basta I ended up on mount. Tapos nung in-armbar ko siya for the third time,
Pumasok na.
he was going to lift me. I went, kasi from guard makakatayo siya. I was going to his knees, then he was going to what's this?
Magsa-stack dapat yan.
He will stack me. I was able to go backdoor. Backdoor saved me. I did not let go. I said, when he tapped, I almost cried. And I was so happy. So yeah, it was a really great fight. It was my first MMA fight in front of people, shouting. I loved it since then. Tapos I talked to him 2 weeks from that time. He was fighting in Japan. Kaya pala siya parang batak na batak. But then I went to him, bruises in my face, tatago ako sa parents ko. But I really fell in love with MMA. And then the next one was after a month. I fought twice in one night.
Twice in one night.
Yeah, Alvin told me to fight in one night. I fought, but both amateur fighters naman. Lahat kami amateur. What Alvin wanted to happen was my first fight, I should win via strikes.
Okay.
Second was no strikes at all, only submission.
Okay.
So the guy,
Yun yung mission mo.
dalawa. So yung first fight, nakita ko na yung stance niya, medyo karate na, natakot na ako. Shit, baka ma-head kick ako nito. Tinake-down ko na kagad. Pagka-takedown ko, strikes from the mount. Then that's it.
Panalo ka.
Yeah, nanalo ako. And Jason also fought at that card. He won via elbows naman from the mount position.
Puta.
Yeah. Yeah, si Jason De Leon kalaban. Jason magkalaban. So, after nun, I fought.
Yung submission. Ay, sige.
Yun, yung submission
second one,
naman.
The second one.
Takedown. I got him in a takedown. Got his back and rear naked choke.
Talagang yun yung nagpapakita
Go-to.
sa'yo.
Yeah, it was the go-to move back then because it was
kasi
it was the only submission.
So back then, for me then, kasi parang ayoko na masuntok eh. Seriously, for us, really, if you can get away in the fight unscathed, that's better. Diba? I remember one of my last few fights was in Banff, opening of Banff. It was...
I was there, I had a black eye.
Yeah.
Nag-warm up si Richard. Sabi ko, Chard, pagharap niya, may black eye siya. Sabi ko, black eye.
I got that black eye from Papi. And that training, jiu-jitsu lang, it was really a light. We were just rolling. I was under when I was going to shrimp out. I hit his knee. Wala black eye.
Jason lang.
Parang Jason. Kapatid na yon. So, yung fight na yon, Alvin wanted me to win via strikes. Pagkasipa ko, I fought against a guy na 2 weight higher than me.
2 weight
Na
classes.
kickboxer, Diba? Laki nun.
Laki ng kalaban niya nun.
So, when I struck him with a kick, naramdaman ko yung hita niya. Malaki to. Medyo kalokohan to. So, ko talaga, hindi ako makipagsuntukan dito. Medyo malaki to. Took him down, mounted him. But when I punched him, sumabog na yung ilong and yung nose niya and yung mouth niya. So, he's bloodied up already. At the corner, you know, Franco, what I'm saying, when Alvin is at the corner, he's shouting, finish it! Ito rin, galit na galit, gigil siya. Alam mo, I couldn't finish him with strike kasi wala na. So, as in, he's all bloodied up.
Basag na talaga.
I just got...
No, there was a referee.
I got his back kasi I choked him. Tapos, pa di top, si Alv, pigo na naman. Ano ba yung pinagagawa mo? I told you to
finish him
with the strikes. Abis naman. Ano lang to eh? Ano to?
Demo lang.
Parang demo lang to. Tapos,
opening lang ng bump to.
Yes, he's a pro kickboxer, but come on, man. Nandoon yung anak niya. Naka pa, parang Cinderella bag pa. Binati pa ako pagkatapos ng fight. Sabi ko, good decision.
Good decision.
That was good. RNC lang yung ginawa ko. Hindi masyadong ginulpe.
Pero putok na yung ilong.
Oo, putok na yung
It
ilong.
was normal for MMA fights.
Pero pag akong pinuro mo yun.
Diba?
Kawawa.
Ano mga
1 hour. 5 minutes.
mga
Kasi last time
50,
kami,
ganun.
medyo naputulan ata.
Pero at least yun, after Banff. After the Banff one was pero hindi. The Banff one was like a little bit fast forward.
Iba pa yun.
Fast forward. It was...
Well, the first URCC was
yun.
all...
That was before Banff, ba?
Hindi, that was medyo latter part na yun eh. I was working already back then, but when URCC came, Alvin just blue. Okay, by 2000, Joey and I went to US to train with.
kasama ka dun sa US na
But kami yun, kasi may US din si Rafi, saka si Paolo, na si Pichon kasi that time, yearly mukha naman, di ba? Kano naman siya So si Fritz. But then it was, I think the first year ni Alves to compete also there with Pichon. It was 99, tapos 2000 we went there together. But Alvin has been training with the Gracies since 93?
93.
Yeah.
93.
So, yeah.
Like, when it comes to the whole Gracie lineage, the Gracie lineage is with Deftak. Because Alvin trained with Helio, and then the first affiliation was with Hoist, and then it carried over.
Yeah.
Kaya basta as much as possible, any Gracie who comes to the Philippines, Alvin meets them, or they go to the gym, or they go meet with Alvin. So that's why when Half was here, he went out with Alvin, Hoyler, Hoist. Every time Hoist is in the Philippines, he'll only go to Deftak. That guy.
Alvin was really the original when it comes to homegrown talent, when it comes to BJJ. So, yes, there are many Filipinos who trained abroad, but if not for Alvin, he was the one who really brought in BJJ. So if not for Alvin, the
entire jiu-jitsu scene will not exist.
Yeah,
if Alvin didn't bring jiu-jitsu here in the Philippines.
would not have happened.
It
really.
would not have happened.
Well, other people
It
could
would,
have. Yeah.
pero it would take a lot longer.
It might be. Yeah. It might be at a later time. And on a different note, siguro next time na rin natin pag-usapan, yung mga taga-North din naman, alam na yung knowledge from grappling and even yung mga with the knives.
Yung
Yung
weapons
mga knives,
training,
yung mga
yeah.
weapons training came from the South. It's not about North or South, but it really came from yung mga pinapanood ko nung nasa KKK gym kami. Okay? And a lot of people will attest to that. So we were training. Alvin back then was a blue belt.
Hindi, URCC 1 ba? Blue belt na siya. Blue belt pa na siya. Parang
Purple na siya.
Purple na, yeah.
Pero
Alvin
yung
was
parang yung
purple.
timeline, no, when we started na Joey, punta kami ng US, nag-blue belt na rin kami. Tapos, purple na yata si Alvin dito nung, dumating si Hoyce. Tapos, tuloy-tuloy yung
Wala
compete.
pang def top.
Oh, yung
No, it
competition
was-
back then noon, parang 6 months, 6
wala.
months. DefTac na.
DefTac na, parang Team Raw
Yeah,
Fury pa kami
Defense
na.
Tactic Center, because Defense Tactic Center was there were a lot of fights between different martial
gyms,
arts,
different
gym,
martial arts.
fraternity.
Yeah.
So we wanted, or at least the
The
ones who
idea.
really headed it was they want a self-defense center. So it's an umbrella organization of wrestling, boxing, different arts, the weapons. At that time, Pikiti Tirsia, before pa yung Carlos Hermanos, sila talaga yung really one of the, I think, yung mga sobrang serious Filipino martial arts. And not just Pikiti, they trained in almost all of weapon system
Weapon
dito
systems, yeah.
sa Philippines, and they even added yung mga international. So from there, URCC was 2002.
2002.
So after Hoyce came here 2000, we held some competitions. We invited judo team. But there's just really those competition usually in-house kasi there wasn't really
a
any
venue,
competition
there
back
wasn't
then.
really an opportunity to have like an open competition.
Correct.
With like a different rule set. So back
What?
then it was
We
people were
usually
going along.
hold it,
Parang-
every 6 months? So
Oo.
medyo boring. Kaya madaming nawawala eh. You train, but there's no competition. You have to go to the US. It's so, syempre, kailangan mo ng sponsor. Diba? So, when 2002 came, yung brainchild nila to have an MMA, to make it legal, just came into fruition. But back then, I remember Alvin, Paolo, and myself went to Unilever PNG, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, kasama siya doon.
And we were only given less than 10 square meters of conference room to show, okay, why will
to
we
pitch,
sponsor your event? So we'll show them flying arm bars,
Highlight reel.
Yeah, highlight
Yeah,
reel
the
moves.
highlight
You have to
reels,
show them
yeah.
the highlight reel
the
moves.
punches, the takedowns, fireman's throw, in a really small space. So,
So yung pitch nyo live pitch.
Yeah, it was live
Yeah,
pitching.
Kasi okay.
It was a demonstration.
Here's the flying arm bar. Let's go for flying arm
so again,
Well,
people didn't know what
Walang deck
UFC
size.
back then. VHS lang yun na nabibili mo sa Green Hills.
na bootleg pa.
Yeah, bootleg. Hi to Angel Cruz, ang unang nagpanood sa akin ng UFC. Congratulations in your installation last Saturday.
Yes. Very successful installation. Congratulations, Kuya AJ.
Naalala ko yung sa bahay ni AJ, doon kami nanood sa basement nila eh. Tapos after nun, nag-basketball na kami.
Oh, yun na.
Pero tuwang-tuwa siya na, ay na, Chard, kita mo yung malit na dude na yun? Nanalo siya yung champion. Yun, si AJ yun. Tapos, okay.
So pitch
Yeah.
yan. Corporate, URCC went to different companies,
Companies,
different...
pero wala talaga, parang konti lang, but ang ticket back then was only $275, but we packed the place in
Casino Filipino.
It was a-
First URCC was in Casino Filipino along Sukat. It was the
Yeah.
old Casino Filipino.
Wow.
It was so popular It was so popular that it created a traffic jam in the entire sukat. Kasi everyone wanted to
Catch
go
the
to the
first,
venue.
yeah.
They wanted to see what is this mixed martial arts. I mean, it was style versus style.
Tsaka local siya.
And it was a local promotion.
There
So-
were about 5,000 spectators, and they had to turn away people because they don't know if
Fire hazard.
the one is fire hazard, and
Sobrang dami na talagang tao.
it looks like a dungeon. Kaya yung URCC 4 was called Return to the Dungeon when I fought there, because it's like an unfinished construction of an arena. So
It was the Pinoy version of the Coliseum.
gray cement still. There's no paint. So there were 20 fights.
20 fights.
18 or 17 was participated by Trakma fighters. The
Trakma is
Trovador.
Trovador Ramos Consolidated Martial Arts.
Okay, and their claim to fame is Trovador Ramos defeated Bruce Lee. But
In a sparring
again,
session. In a
it's their
sparring
claim, yeah.
session.
In a sparring
pero
session, yeah.
So many other, that's a totally different story. And then the first URCC was a big effort. It was a big jump to promote martial arts in a very unified fashion. Na parang there are a set of rules. This time there are a set of rules. It's gonna be a style versus style, a team versus team thing. Diba? So hindi na siya ngayon And I think yung pinaka-draw of URCC 1 being the maiden event was you don't have to rely to stories anymore. Na parang okay, you really think you're good or you want to prove to people that you're good, join URCC.
And take it off the streets.
Take it off the streets and then put it in the ring and then let's see what you're made of. So you don't have to believe urban legends anymore. You can either dismiss or validate stories by people joining that event. So yun. Nag-URCC 1 ka ba? Parang nag-URCC 1 ka.
URCC 1, since
URCC 1.
URCC 1.
Manalo ka rin dun.
I was back then. I had the most fights for a death tack fighter, and I guess it was only Kaloy who fought in URCC 2 that I was still fighting with a fighter since URCC 1, because my last fight I was the only fighter who was still fighting since URCC 1.
URCC 1, sino ba kalaban mo? Who did you go up against URCC 1?
A fighter from Trakma.
Trakma.
So biglaan yun. I didn't. When
It's always biglaan.
well, Alvin asked us that if we wanted to fight. I said yes. Okay, that's just like any other day in the gym. I fought underground already, and I had fun. So there's nothing. So invited also James San Agustin.
Yeah.
So yun, medyo nabola ko nga siya. So parang barkadahan lang. As in, hey, you wanna fight? Let's fight. Let's train at Alvin's. Let's do this. This is what we're gonna do. So
Timeline-wise, this is like you were already working.
no, not yet. We were still in college.
College pa.
James. So
James was in CSB.
I was in APC already. So my opponent was, I think, the younger brother of the opponent of James. And then they were family. Their dad fought against another Yaoyan, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So the way I won was through triangle choke. Parehas kami ni James. Si James kinagat pa sa
hita
sa thighs.
Kinagat siya na sa hita ng kalaban niya.
Pwede yun?
No, of course not. It's against the rules. But
Yeah.
during that time, nobody really had an idea how jiu-jitsu worked. So probably the guy panicked that James threw his legs, wrapped around his neck, and then started choking him out. So probably fight or flight, started biting James's leg.
There weren't any governing bodies. Gab wasn't there yet, so there wasn't any mouthpiece. I fought with an anklet. Diba, medyo stupid eh. I fought with a tongue ring.
You had a tongue.
Yeah,
The tongue ring.
for 9 years. So, or I think 10 years. So I had a tongue ring, I had an anklet. I fought in a Speedo. When I went out, ganda, I borrowed the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu sweater of Jason. So I went out in the
Hoodie
gi
yata
pants,
yun
and then a sweater hoodie. Tapos I went out. When I took off my hoodie and then my pants, I was more concerned about my look. I was in a video or a photo and see me grinding on my. I was wearing mouthpiece then, but our opponents did not. But I was wearing mouthpiece. I was grinding on my mouthpiece and I was looking down. My Tommy, I was like, "Do I look okay?" Back then, because we're not able to buy fight shorts. Back then, there weren't any K1 Extreme Sports Shop by Jaime yet. So I fought in Speedo until URCC2. So URCC3, that's when I improved my get up. Okay, so I was fighting in Wanderlei Silva fight shorts.
Bad boy na nun. Bad boy na nun.
Sobrang simple lang yung fight ko. I went in, push kick, shot in, full guard. He was supposed to punch me, just wrap my leg around him, triangle choke, he lifted me up, slammed me. Next lift, I grabbed his leg, wasn't able to lift me up anymore, then he tapped. Now, this is where my moniker came.
Dancing Devil.
A week before, I don't know, it was a Saturday fight. At our school, there was a fashion show thing. That, unfortunately, I was there. We modeled some clothes.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Tapos, I was talking with my friends there. You watch my fight, and then if I win, I'm going to do a dance.
Okay.
So they told me what dance. Back then, I used to watch Will and Grace and Woody Harrelson during one episode. During one episode, Woody Harrelson is a boyfriend of Grace. Tapos he had a happy dance. Was dancing beside Grace during dinner. So I'm going to do the same dance. So after winning, I just did that crazy dance. So our good friend Franz. Hi Franz. Hi Erica. Von Muehlfeld. He was the one who gave me the moniker Dancing Devil.
The Dancing Devil. That's where the Dancing Devil came.
So, second fight, same thing.
You did the dance today.
I did the dance until third fight, I did the 8-8.
Third fight was 8-8.
8-8.
Third fight was 8-8.
Fourth fight, I wasn't able to do the dance when I got the belt because there was, I was hurting.
Sino ba yung kalaban mo for the title?
Angel.
Charlie Angel, yeah.
So,
You're in pain.
second fight, same thing. But I went up against Ronald Gavileño, who's a black belt in judo and taekwondo. So I was nervous really because my background is grappling. Okay, I wanted to just grapple. Okay, I was training with Gary Garay already. I was training in Muay Thai with Map already. But I'm more comfortable with grappling. But then when he went out of the dugout, going to the cage or into the ring, I was wearing gi. So I was like, okay, this is good.
Pero kaming grappler na
So I knew I can just grab his gi. I think that was a mistake in his part. Kasi I was just shooting in, pulling guard at ease because of his gi. And then every time he punches, I'm just going sideways and then I got his back.
You're not speedo ka ba rin?
Yes.
He
was a different
he
color.
Still wearing a
Dark
Speedo.
blue nung URCC one. This time it's black. Then,
Looks better on TV.
URCC 3, madami pa rin understory nun because of sa URCC 2, I fought with Jerome Lepitan,
Papi.
si Coach Papi.
Yeah. Papi
And
fought.
URCC 3, Jason fought. So,
Ayun yung...
madaming story doon. Next story na rin
time
ulit
na.
yun. But I made a quick work of forgot his name, but he's a silver wushu from Baguio. Second fight, I won RNC. Third fight, I won triangle choke. Okay? It was a quick fight. Did 8-8, and then they started doing the belts for URCC and URCC 4.
Oh, URCC 4 na.
So they asked, so we had Chu, TJ Chu to fight for the
Chu.
heavyweight. I think lightweight
Alan.
or featherweight. Featherweight for Luis Anggalang.
Yeah.
Lightweight was URCC 5 for Alan Ko
Alan.
when he defeated
Kaloy.
Kaloy Baduria. I think it was just 3 fights. Championship fight and myself for the flyweight. So URCC 4 was returned to the dungeon. I fought against Charlie Angel, and Charlie Angel back then, URCC 2, his opponent was stretchered out due to punch. URCC 3, knockout also. So
Charlie
he's a known
Changer's a really good boxer.
from
really good striking.
Baguio. He's a really good boxer, and then he turned he went to kickboxing.
And then eventually landed in MMA when
So
the popularity of MMA was just really picking up.
my training for URCC 4 was one of the, I think it was a turning point already because it's a more holistic approach. We really had the boxer training with us. Then again, the Muay Thai Association of the Philippines, the then president who got shot in Pasig in Ultra, he used to be with us. Tapos yung mga coaches nila used to help me. I hated it kasi I get punched every day. From my usual, at least medyo comfortable jiu-jitsu wrestling. You're punching every day, you're getting punched every day. So, when I fought Charlie, my first 3 fights, I didn't throw any strike. I kid you not. Watch my fights. Maybe the push kick.
Push kick.
But no strikes.
Entry lang lahat.
Even with a wushu fighter, I was able to go in. So when I went in, standing with Charlie Angel, I kicked him. But then I went. It was a roundhouse. I shot in from the guard. I was punching him. He was able to stand up. Then I shot in again. And then they just grabbed him. This was my longest fight. My longest fight until URCC 3 was only 3 minutes. It went until 8 minutes. So on the 7th minute, I was, while he was punching, I was just deflecting. I was able to get his back. I was so tired already because I remember. Okay, URCC 4 weigh-in. I was overweight. Not because I was fat, because my training back then consisted of bodybuilding. So I was 5 pounds overweight. I had to cut it in 2 hours. So I ran around the Legazpi village around Gab, Games of Amusement Board. So in that Legazpi village, lunchtime. So, okay, now go. Then when I weighed, I got it, but I was tired. I was okay, but during fight you'll feel it.
Yeah.
When you cut weight, I know the feeling. I knew it then. It was really because Gab was there already. So I didn't want to fight na overweight. Okay, because I was fighting for the belt. It's unprofessional of me. Okay, so I had to cut. So the 7th minute when I got his back, I raised my hand already. I said, no choke yet. But you can see in my face, I raised my hand. I'm like, thank God, this is it. I just got his back. I was like, And they're like, Pichon was shouting, "What the fuck are you doing, Richard? Choke him, choke him, choke him!" With his really high, shrill voice, high-pitched voice. That's Fafa Fitch. Then when I got the choke, I was like, thank God. I was so tired. And then everyone was shouting, "Dance, dance!" But I was checking my body because I was in pain. I was hurting. The dance just really quickly and shortly lang. Then I just found my pinky toe dislocated. It's in the right angle already. So I was moving it around. Oh my God! So I was like, oh shit. So I found it. Oh, that's what's painful. Okay. So I have a stubby pinky toe. It's dislocated. So it was in a 90-degree angle. I think it was because of my first strike or the
first kick, the roundhouse. Tsaka just to give it context kasi, the URCC format before was 2 rounds, 10 minutes each. That's why...
No judge.
No judges. No judges. 2 rounds, 10 minutes each. Now, if there's no winner on both rounds, so it's either declare the draw or they're gonna ask both fighters if you wanna go on a 3rd round. Tama ba?
No. Wala.
So, draw talaga.
Sa amin lang naman ni Erwin yung gigil na gigil yung mga taong gusto mag-3rd round eh.
Pero nung time na yun, ikaw game ka nun eh, di ba? Sabi niya game siya nun eh. Because the rivalry was really good. It was good. It was healthy competition. Erwin was at the top of his game. Richard was at the top of his game. And these were like
Iba
two
story
people.
ulit yun. Next time ko na ikikwento yun. I'll end up getting the belt tonight.
Diba?
Kasi grabe yun. Going to the Erwin Tagle fight, the first Erwin Tagle fight, it was I guess it was because during the time I learned of going out, drinking. Back then, from URCC 1 to URCC 4, I can go 6-7 months without touching alcohol. I kid you not.
It was camp. If you're in camp, you're in camp.
But the camp back then, it's just really 2 months or at least a month. But back then when I was training, at 19 years old, I started running really seriously for as a supplementary for my training. At 19, I stopped drinking soft drinks. I cleaned up my food at 19 years old during the first URCC. Just what was it? At 18. But because. At 19, because I want to be professional. I want to be. I treated my body back then like a Ferrari. I choose my fuel. I choose my oil. But then after URCC 4, not because of the belt, but because you're growing up, you get to meet a lot of people. You go out. You date around.
Ayan na.
So from Ferrari, ginawa mo na siyang PUJ. The cheapest fuel you can find. Go.
Diba?
Put it in.
Pero hindi.
Diba?
That being said, like right now, I want for those who are gonna listen to this later, like the difference. Of course, the training and the environment is different, but what do you see are the things that current MMA fighters are not doing right?
Well,
like, what do they have to work on? What do future MMA fighters have to work on? How should they approach training? How should they approach fighting? How should they approach yung from training camp to treating off season?
Because MMA really is it is really a mental and physical sport. As I tell our teammates, I tell everyone who asks for my advice, when you're in a camp, it's 50% training and 50% rest. And sometimes you ask, what rest? So what? 12 hours sleep? 12? No, it's not that. When you're not training, you should be resting, and you should be watching what food you eat. You have to clean your food. You have to be healthy. Because it will show in
practice,
in training, and in fight. I remember our champion Chris Hoffman on his last sparring, I told him, I asked him, what did you eat yesterday? Told me, nothing. So, are you sure? Be honest. What? Nothing. Then after the sparring, during our huddle, he told me, well, coach, actually, I had a beer. I had one bottle of beer, and I had ano yun? Liempo. Or ano?
Yeah. He had
baboy, lechon baboy.
He had lechon, and because he went to a
At
party.
Mercato. At Mercato.
He had a beer.
He went to Mercato.
Yeah.
Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, tapos he asked me, how'd you know? I know you. I know my fighters. I know how you fight. A trained coach, even if I don't see you, or I remember Alan ko was at Banff, and he saw one of our fighters, di ko na sasabihin kung sino, si Jericho. when he saw that named fighter, Jericho, hindi masyado nagtitraining yan, Richard. The whole camp, Alan wasn't there, but he knew right away. Okay?
Is it because of the stance?
No, it's the whole
Everything,
demeanor.
yeah.
It's the attitude. It's how you compose yourself. It's how you move. Mostly, it's how you move and how you react to stimulus being applied to you. So, for example, in any training camp that Richard will do or we will conduct, it's always okay. We'll put you in a situation. Let's see how you react. Now, if you act poorly or you're lethargic or you're like it's below par, it simply means you're doing something else. It will always show during training. If you're not following instructions, it will always show during training. Yun.
And for me, with what you were asking earlier, also what they should be doing, a lot of cardio. People will always say, enough na to, okay ako sa grappling, okay ako sa boxing, but your mindset shouldn't always be okay na to, or this enough. Okay? There's a scientific way to approach cardio training, and I believe, and I strongly believe, it will not be like what others are doing, like a lot will tell me, hindi, okay yung bike eh. Hindi. Still sprints, running. Okay? Fine, the sprints might be compared to swimming or the bike has more impact, but in your joints. But in terms of cardio, it's one of the best, really, if not the best.
Very true.
Tapos ako kasi it's if your cardio is weak, regardless if you have the perfect technique, if you can't pull it off because you're tired, wala. You'll be shitty in a fight. Kasi your opponent can drag it out until until the last minute. Okay? Most fighters naman, they know their technique. But they get knocked out or they get submitted because of what? First and foremost, they get tired. Okay? So, they have to train in cardio. Now, mentally, they'll be strong mentally if they're training properly with a good coach. So, a good coach will always build you up. In other countries, sports psychology is really a big business already. We have it here also, but for combat sports, I guess there's few and far in between. But you have to treat everything from the physical to mental. Alvin really helped me even spiritually. Okay, he got yogis to help me to sleep, to relax, because I'm really an intense guy. He gave me tapes pa nun, wala pang medyo, alam mo old school talaga si Alves eh, for yung mga audio meditation, cassette tape for meditation, for striking.
Yeah.
So we approach it holistically. And then again, you have to
Ako na naman, like, whatever varying opinions there might be out there, it's always, I've always put it out there na the very first, the pioneer when it comes to having an MMA program is always DefTac. I mean, it was always like a chop suey thing for most camps. We basically had the structure put in, and then it was just about evolving. It was just about improving. There were a lot of trial and errors. There were a lot of things that didn't work, but we found out what worked by trying out. And we kept trying out things over and over again until it reached this point wherein, okay, there's a fight. This is how we prepare for it.
correct. Alvin is really ahead of his time.
Definitely.
When he was coaching me, every camp was different, and he sees like how he is with us.
Yeah.
Just the minor details. You can
Very
see.
minor.
He can just give you one tip that can change your whole game.
The whole game.
Just one advice
Yeah.
will change your whole
Ganun
game.
si Alvin.
So, even the way he, basta we had I talked to him. We had a serious talk that, Alves, if it's not you teaching me, if it's not you coaching me, I'll not be fighting. Because we had our refs in betweens. Okay, he had his flaws. I had my faults as well. But I told him, Alves, kung wala ka dito sa camp na to, I will not fight anymore. I'd rather be beaten up by Alves rather than be left alone with who will just take good care of me and not really push me to my limits. Okay, I remember he brought a neck weights. I was in DNK already. As in, di ba, laki nung second floor gym doon. I was doing the neck weights. Like, every person who passed by found a new way to torture Richard. Go! They kick me because I was on my all fours like a dog. Kick me. Medyo asshole. Well, hindi medyo asshole talaga si Alvin. But it's, these are the stories that made you better. Eh?
Yes, that is
diba?
true.
Yun nga, there was a fight that I had a broken hand. We had an exercise. Wheelbarrow. Someone is lifting you by your
leg,
by your ankle. So you have a straight body, and then you'll go up the staircase.
The staircase.
I fractured my hand. So, I can't do that. Fractured my hand. Then do a military crawl to your elbow.
Yeah.
You know how those staircase
Yeah. So,
has those metal metal
yung metal stoppers, yung
yes.
linya.
Yup.
Like the fine
those
lines.
metal grinds, because there's a metal stopper, just like a yung sa road, di ba? Na bumpy. Yun, may ganon. So, can you just imagine that on your elbow? On your hands, that's fine. You have thick skin on your hands, but
on your elbow.
On your elbow, di ba? Dude, I'm fair-skinned. But again, yes, you're correct. Yung structure is really it's just really amazing back then when he was teaching me with MMA. Kasi that's the thing also I carried when I was coaching already. But a more angelic and nicer, kinder approach compared to Alvin. Because I remembered Alvin entering the gym and then he wanted to join the sparring. I'll tell him off. No, you'll not be sparring with any of our fighters. Why? Isa lang, Chard. Tagal ko nang walang sparring. Medyo matigas na yung elbows ko eh. This elbow needs exercise. This elbow needs stretching. No. Say ko, we're doing well. Kasi pag si Alvin, wala talaga. Paal lang talaga niya. As in,
Parang titigil na lang siya pag tutulog ka na.
Correct. No rhyme or reason. As in, gugulpihin ka lang niya.
Then he'll get out
of
then,
nowhere.
Then ano na, okay, let's eat na.
Oo. Kaya nga buti talaga nung medyo yung nag-hands off talaga siya. But, again, we take advice from him. He trusted us to take care of the MMA. So we don't want him to worry also na we're just really fucking around. So when he was focusing on jiu-jitsu, I was focusing on the MMA team. Excuse me. Whatever I learned from him, I was passing it off to them. With syempre, with whatever we're learning, the new techniques, especially the onset of the cage. Daming tinuro ni Marcus nun sa akin sa wrestling. That's we just have to adjust sa cage.
Situation and then everything applied well.
Yeah. Galing. Then I'm really grateful back then was okay, another from answer to your question ko, ano pa yung kailangan gawin? Get a lot of coaches. You just, in an MMA camp, you need
Different
one
coaches.
head MMA coach because he'll be
Monitoring
the one,
and
because he'll be the one studying your opponent. He'll be stitching up the things that you've learned from your boxing coach, your kickboxing coach, your wrestling coach, your jiu-jitsu coach. Okay, that's what I learned from Alvin also. We got a lot of coaches, and these coaches are really top-notch, world-class. Some are now handling
other
champion
fighters,
boxers.
Yeah.
My wrestling came from WAP. I was able to train with different amateur boxing to professional boxers. You have even the weightlifting from the bodybuilding. I got a better strength and conditioning. Who's able to maintain my weight. I have Kaseko Muniz to thank for the rounds and laps of running in Rizal for a month, and I was able to get a good experience and knowledge from the sprint running to long distance running, timed running. Galing. And it's because of Alvin. He and along with all the DefTap coaches, you have Pichon. I slept at Fritz's place. My parents' place it's there, but I slept at Fritz's place because ayoko malate sa training namin ni Kaseka. So, these sacrifices are just normal for most. But yun, you have to have a coach. You have to have a good coach na whose concern is your well-being. Doesn't really have to be smart. Hindi naman kailangan yung pinakamatalino nabasa lahat ng books, but who knows how to break down fights. Who knows how to teach you in simple ways. Yun lang. Kasi, like I said, if Alvin can give me a tip, an advice that can change my whole game, that's just one tip, then that's the kind of coach that you need to have. Okay? And you have to trust your coach. Kasi if you don't, I guess, pack up and leave. Diba? Diba? Kasi if there's no trust, dude, it's your life. It's your well-being inside the cage, and the coach should know that also. Diba? Here, if you notice, there are not much vanilla fighters. Bakit? Because we really have a shitty lifestyle. We give an excuse because it's really expensive to train, which is actually, if you have to go gym to gym, the traffic alone, and then if if you have family also, you know, the money isn't really like the UFC style or I don't know, other Asian maybe. I'm not sure with Ryzen or One Championship we pay. But if you're starting, it's really hard, especially if you're here. That's why if we're just going to compare it to cost of living, yes, it will be easier for provincial fighters. Diba?
Tsaka ano rin naman. I mean, we're seeing a lot of talent in the provincial area. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of bringing the right level of instruction to them, and then
Right.
putting structure in the training. Yan na lang din yun. I feeling ko like 3-5 years, it'll be a little bit better.
And diet. We were talking
Diet.
about it at the shower room. There are a lot of fad
Fat diets.
But for me, it's just simple. We know what are healthy foods already. You know, at high school ka pa lang nakikita mo yan. And then there's the internet, you know what's healthy already. But back then, it was trial and error for my part also. Like I told you, it was 6-month trial and error for my diet. Kasi you can't just go for one diet, then that's it. It's perfect. Our body reacts differently to different type of food. Diba? Kaya nga yung iba may allergy here, you can't eat this one, you know. Some are okay with the plant-based, some are others, diba? Tignan mo si Enrile, plant-based ba yun? But look at him, diba? That's what I'm saying.
Alam ko marami rin siyang stem cell eh.
Diba? May Delimondo siya eh, diba? Hindi naman plant-based ang Delimondo eh. But, diba? Diba? It's yes, those are good. Those are great, healthy diet, but
That's
Yeah,
another whole conversation.
yeah, you really, kasi, like I was telling, sino ba yung kausap ko rin kanina, before the start ng class, physicality din talaga ang MMA eh.
Oo. Sobra.
Pag sa start talaga, physicality, you can just really get away with being
Strong or being bullish.
conditioned, strong. Kasi minsan when you're starting, baka parehas lang kayo, yung technique nyo 50% lang eh. Pero ikaw, 70 yung strength mo, siya 95. Diba?
Lamang ka.
Oh, yari na. Diba? So, you really have to, diba? You fight with your legs eh. You don't fight. Nahihiga ka agad. Okay? So, you fight with your legs. Kailangan yung legs mo can carry you the whole, whatever, 20, 25 minutes. How long your fight will be. Your legs should carry that long. And just imagine if you carry your opponent also sa wrestling, dapat ganun ka rin kalakas.
Ganun ka rin kalakas.
Yun, so that was a good conversation.
Oo. Diba? So, we're
At
gonna
least
do...
yung Def Talk, we'll be having our MMA program
Yeah.
up and running again.
Then we'll probably have events for that later on in the future.
So yun, because the coaches of Def Talk, most are former URCs or MMA fighters, boxing fighter, boxers or kickboxers.
It's gonna be fun
Yes,
for sure.
we'll see.
Parang there'll be more stories for that. Sige.
I would like to see a lot of
Feeling ko like younger generation. Meron
Yeah.
tayong makukuha dyan. Meron
Thomas.
tayong makukuha dyan. Si Thomas.
Yula.
Si Yula. Yan. Makukuha natin.
Si Yula, pwedeng lumaban sa mga lalaki na yan.
Oo. Diba? Diyan natin Okay? So, we'll probably do more stories, like probably a lot of camp stories with Prof. Richard later on.
Yeah.
Diba? Marami pa yan. For
A lot
now,
of chisms.
A lot of chisms.
Chisms for other fighters.
But that's for another day. So thank you to Def Talk Rockwell. Thank you to Knots and Crosses. Thank you to Bottle Boy PH. And thank you to Awon Coffee. And please, si Prof. Richard wala siyang Instagram, but you can find him on Twitter and on Facebook.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, ako I'm on... Follow me on Facebook at Coach Franco Rulloda and on Instagram at Franco Rulloda, FrancoRulloda. So, it's been fun Till the next episode, Prof. May sasabihin
Okay,
ka ba?
I'd like to thank also Ikaro.
Yeah.
Ikaro Jiu-Jitsu. Create Jiu-Jitsu. Roll Chasers this November.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be great fun time at the island again. Really changed my life. if Nick can only hear this, freaking change my life.
I will tag Nick on posting this.
Grabing philosophical changes ang nangyari sa life ko.
Diba?
And again, for everyone, whatever sport that you want to take up, it will help you being healthy, not just the martial arts, MMA. Okay, so everything in moderation, guys.
And with that,
Yeah, right.
with that, hey,
Thank you, Prof. Franco.
That's what Coach Franco says. Bye bye.